And, the U.S. is the richest country, but still short of the ideal that we'd like.
Yeah, no question about that. Our free enterprise system, capitalism, if you will, has generated extraordinary wealth. It's not perfect. It just happens to be better than any alternatives that we've seen around the world. There have been a lot of people who've been living in poverty under socialism, communism for hundreds of years. They finally adopted free enterprise of a sort. China, for instance, did so. And interestingly, hundreds of millions of people came out of poverty.
And when you look at the trade-offs the U.S. makes maybe versus Europe, where they have a less dynamic economy, but some people would prefer us to be more like Europe. How do you see the trade-off there?
I think if you compare the vitality and growth that exists in the United States relative to that in Europe, you'd have to say, gosh, the United States seems to have things in a better place. There's no question but that the most innovative people in the world, if they're thinking about starting an enterprise, think that the place to do so is the United States. If you look at the billion-dollar enterprises, they're almost all here in the U.S. The so-called unicorns are all American enterprises. And why is that? I mean, we have similar brains. I happen to believe that the risk tolerance here is greater. Our bankruptcy laws, our financial system, the options that entrepreneurs are able to obtain, these things create an environment of risk-taking and innovation which has led to all sorts of successes. And by the way, if you want people to come out of the realms of poverty and have better opportunity, there's almost nothing more powerful as an elixir than growth. If your economy's growing, if there are new businesses starting and hiring more people, why, that creates opportunity for people to come out of poverty.
Well, socialism was a fantastic system to make people equally poor.